Formula One teams are entering a decisive phase of preparation as the championship moves steadily toward its next major regulatory reset. With the current rules nearing their conclusion, attention across the paddock is already shifting to how manufacturers are positioning themselves for the technical landscape that will define the sport from 2026 onward. The challenge for team principals is not only internal development, but also understanding where competitors stand. Limited information, strict confidentiality, and parallel development paths make direct comparisons difficult, especially at a time when expectations are high and margins are expected to be small under the new framework. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff admitted that assessing the true competitive order ahead of 2026 is extremely difficult. Speaking after the end of the 2025 season, he said the feeling inside the team is not comparable to the confidence Mercedes carried into the 2014 rules overhaul, which launched a period of sustained dominance for the Silver Arrows. Mercedes has already experienced contrasting outcomes under major rule changes. The team mastered the 2014 hybrid regulations and went on to secure 8 consecutive constructors' titles, but struggled badly when ground effect cars were introduced in 2022. Wolff acknowledged that history weighs heavily as the team approaches a third significant regulatory shift in its current era. Looking back to the build-up for 2014, Wolff explained that early signs were immediately encouraging. He said that during the winter testing phase, Mercedes was the first team to run a full power unit on the dyno and showed stronger reliability than rivals. He added that the situation today is very different, particularly because the overall grid is far more competitive than it was a decade ago. Despite admitting that Mercedes felt more excited at the end of the 2013 season than it does now, Wolff stressed that the team remains on track. He said the group has set clear development targets and is progressing toward them, but warned that only time will reveal whether those goals were ambitious enough or prioritized correctly. The timeline is tightening quickly. Formula One will conduct a closed test in Barcelona from January 26, while Red Bull is scheduled to be the first manufacturer to present publicly with an event on January 15th. Wolff joked about the proximity of these milestones, saying it was unsettling to realize how close the next phase already feels. Even so, he underlined that Mercedes will do everything possible to deliver a car and power unit capable of competing at the front. Wolff refused to make predictions about where the team will stand at the opening race in Australia, describing himself as someone who tends to see the glass half empty, particularly after being caught out by the slow start to the 2022 regulations. What's your take on Mercedes' cautious approach to the 2026 rules reset? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.